think it works.
Wait, what?
It's working. See the red blinking light?
Oh.
And then the on-air sign back there?
Man, it's been so long.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to show.
In case you forgot. That's Tom.
I'm Tom.
I'm B.
B.
This is the lovely little place we like to call Low Expectations. Because, Tom, almost all the time, the beer here is great.
Mm-hmm. But we're not. We're going to mess something up.
And it's going to be awful.
We've been sitting here for a few minutes now going, what did we forget?
How do we do this again?
Why did this just happen? How is this working? Everything seems like it's going smooth. There's probably no audio. There's probably no one watching. But we were hoping from the 7 to 8 p.m. time, we could catch you in the pregame.
Yeah, we pivoted. We listened to the masses, the 3 people that commented on Facebook today, and said, "Are you idiots?" And for a second I was like, yeah, we kind of are. And then they're like, they said, oh, the Phillies are on tonight. So
I spent the whole day looking at balls.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to talk about all the different.
That different from any other Tuesday.
Well, I had a special focus today, and I'm ready to talk about all the different guys in the tight pants that are gonna bang those homies out in the park. It's gonna be. I'm excited.
But what about the baseball game?
This is gonna be a great match. I'm really excited.
It's gonna be a well fought match. It's gonna go 9 or 10 rounds.
At least. At least.
Well, we're just super happy to be back here in the studio. It's been so long. We're back with our buddy Nate from In the Mix, who's running the show. And by the way, the picture looks awesome this evening, if I may say so myself. He's really outdone himself. A year off. A year off. He's given up Slim Jims. He's eating kale nonstop. You can tell it's really up his game.
His HD quality.
Difference in your mix.
Well, we're just happy to be back. And listen, I'm going to get the housekeeping stuff out of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, you're here. If you're watching us, on YouTube. We stream. This year's going to be new every other week.
Yep.
That'll be fantastic. It'll make you wait in that much more suspense. And the YouTube channel is, of course, Low Expectations Beer. That's what you want to search for. You can find us at AimLowest on Instagram. Hopefully you've joined the Facebook page. If you haven't, you should. That's where almost all the fun happens. We have got a bunch of cool events planned coming up that we hope you'll join us on. And if you've never been here before, because we've acquired some new people since the last time we've been on, what happens every Wednesday is Tom and I sit down. Every other Wednesday. We accumulate some really good beers from all over America, sometimes all over the world. And we sit here, we drink them, we talk about them, and then we generally just goof off like a bunch of fools.
That's correct.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I like your hat.
Thanks. It's my drinking cap.
And what's the reference that I didn't know?
No spoiler, this is very similar to the cap that Dustin wears on the latest season of Stranger Things. If I'm spoiling the fact that Dustin's alive, sorry. He's been alive the whole time. He doesn't die.
Right.
There you go. His says thinking cap. Mine says drinking cap. You see the difference there?
I do.
Yeah.
That was the most searched costume in Pennsylvania this Halloween, and the 3rd most searched costume nationwide.
Oh wow!
And we did some in my one social media class at school. We were talking about a lot of Halloween facts and figures this year, and that came up.
Remind me to tell you about something that you could use at school about the Phillies match coming up tonight or last night's.
Okay, we'll
yes,
do.
Remind me. I'll tell you about that.
So, how was your summer, buddy?
It was a good summer. It was busy, a lot of fun. Stopped drinking beer. That was interesting.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. I'm drinking beer once in a while. Tonight I'm going to have some beers. That's going to be interesting. But overall, I have been a much healthier person not drinking beer. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't. It was just Well, COVID 50 caught up with me and decided it was time to get rid of that.
I think everything in moderation is fantastic.
Moderation is a great way to do it. But I've
heard of this thing called moderation, by the way.
You know me, and I am not a moderate person.
No, there's very little moderate about you.
There's nothing moderate about me, except for the temperature.
If you could see the room off the studio that contains 7,943 beer glasses.
But my cooler's pretty empty.
According to Nate from In the Mix,
the beer cooler's pretty empty.
Not many loggers in there.
Wah.
Not many of anything in there.
Before we jump into tonight's beers, we did do a pre-show beer, one of Tom's favorite overhyped breweries. Little Fiden's, Jasper. I liked it. It was good.
I thought it was tasty. It reminded me of what I've been drinking lately is the Sierra Nevada's no alcohol, no calories, hoppy water.
Now, I'm always suspect when I hear no alcohol, no calories, because I follow that with no taste.
It's amazingly tasty. I'm going to give you a can, and it's going to blow you away. It is delicious.
I will drink that can during tonight's match.
You should. Yeah, you have to get it cold. I'm not sure. If I have a cold one in the fridge, I'll grab it. But right. I bought a case, and I'm super happy with it.
Fantastic.
Yeah. We had a good event a couple weeks ago. We should talk about that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and not only did we have a good event, but we had an amazing turnout from the Low X Army. You know who you are out there. You people. You wonderful, beautiful people that come out every single time we do something and throw our support our way, except, did you know our good friend, who I thought was our good friend, I'm going to call him Brutus from now on.
Okay.
Jack McCloskey.
Yeah.
He did not vote for our beer.
Are you shitting me?
I am not shitting you.
Oh my God. What?
You didn't know this.
I've let this man come into my home.
You didn't know this.
He didn't vote
He
for
did
us?
not vote for our beer.
I guess to each their own, but
he's dead to me.
doesn't have to be a friend to me anymore.
Dead to me.
Yeah. Jeez, how about that?
Well, so I have a question for you.
Yes.
So, for all the wonderful people who came out to, we had a lovely little homebrew competition at Imprint called Top of the Hops. And it was 2 categories. There were like 20, 25 amateur homebrewers. Mm-hmm. And there were like 6 or 7 pro-am. Pro-am was when an amateur teamed up with a professional brewer. They brewed on a home system and they entered that. And I reached out to a bunch of good friends of mine and the show at local breweries who came out and participated. And we were lucky enough, we were thankful enough to win, I think.
Yep.
Sort of. And
just so happened to be wearing this puppy.
Oh,
look at it shine.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness.
The toppity of the hoppities.
I've been wearing it. I've been showering with it every day. Oh, it probably smells like Irish Spring.
It's magically delicious. There we go, kids. There we go. The top of the hops. Yeah, Tom took the lead on the brewing of the beer with his buddy Dylan.
Yeah, Dylan with his home brew set up
is
it's
completely
called 4 Chords Brewing.
4 Chords?
Yeah, Pete doesn't do anything that he really shares or anything, but he makes some nice beers. We had a fun time.
And you said he's got a super pimped out homebrew system?
Beautiful garage system. Just a great 5-gallon batch system. Fantastic. Built his own glycol chiller so he can handle all his fermentations perfectly and everything. Really beautiful setup.
And can you tell the folks at home... Oh, wait. Can you introduce and pour our first beer and then
I was going to say.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Let's drink a beer. Let's drink a beer.
All right, so what I decided to do tonight was, since we missed out on the pumpkins...
I mean, last year I think we did enough pumpkins to cover a decade.
And
okay.
I did not buy, with the exception of one time at Well Crafted, I have not bought a single pumpkin beer all season.
I was pretty light on the pumpkins myself this year. I'm kind of disappointed in myself.
Big for me, but I have the major winners from last year's Pumpkin Palooza that I put a couple aside.
Ooh, we have a curated show this evening. Woo.
So these the two pumpkins that we're gonna have were basically the top two of the season. We're gonna do like second place first, then we'll do the first place.
Excellent.
One, okay. So we are going with one of my all-time favorites, Schlafly pumpkin, and that is brewed by the St. Louis Brewing Company. Oh, and to open it up, we are going to have, we'll shoot to the cam for that one so you can see it, an amazing Hicks opener. This is the Hicks Glass to Mouth Stranger Things opener. You can see the Hellfire Club and everything goes along with the hat. And also, let me open that up real quick. Sounds beautiful. Oh. And to go into the cup, this is a Dreet Customs, one of 48. He made these by hand. The artwork is from an amazing Super NES title called Zombies Ate My Neighbors, and it is one of my most favorite Super NES titles. So he made an awesome cup to go with that. So
Dreet?
Dreet, D-R-E-T-E. He makes some awesome stuff. Oh, it looks as beautiful as it ever has.
So is this a 21 or a 22?
21. We are drinking last year's wonderful beers again. See if they held up. This looks good.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The
Smell
nose
good?
on this. The nose on this.
Always. Oh man. Oh, this smells so
that
good.
hits me right in the feels, buddy.
Okay.
Yep.
Beautiful.
It's great.
Beautiful, beautiful beer. That makes me even more excited for a year-old whole hog. Which I just gave away the next one, but
the pumpkin spicy twice as nicey is still there. The
Brown
body's
sugar.
still there. Yeah, brown sugar.
Brown sugar.
And clove.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that extra hint of clove. You're right. That's really nice.
Brett's in the house. Brett, buddy, good to see you.
Brett's getting ready for the baseball game.
Yes, he is all in. He did not shower or wash any of his clothes from last night. He's a funky pile of man right now.
He's one of them.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
That's
all right.
I live with one of those too. I put the Phillies hat on to roll over here tonight. And my wife went, "Where are you going? What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm going to record this." She's like, "You're not taking that hat. I wear that hat during games."
Oh,
and I was like,
okay.
Boop, 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 boop.
So last night I played on my phone while the game was on, and
I think you have to play on your phone all night. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I have to eat pork rinds again?
Did you eat them last night?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'll do it.
For the team.
I'll do it for the team.
Or pork.
I'll eat more of those Nashville hot pork rinds.
Are they on the doctor approved list?
No carb. I'm less than 20 grams of carbs a day. That's why I can't have the beer. So it really works nicely. I'm losing like a pound a day. It's really melting off.
Did you see the dirty look Nate shot you when you said you were eating pork rinds?
They have come so far. Some of the flavors, pork rinds, like regular flavor, are disgusting. It's like old greasy pork skin is exactly what it is. But the Nashville hot flavor, love them.
I believe that was Jack's nickname in high school.
Old greasy pork skins. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Son of a bitch.
Don't vote for us, you pay.
Although he is coming out to support me this weekend, and I think he's going to be the only friend I have
You
there.
better hope that he doesn't vote for someone else to win the contest.
I think he's going to be the only friend of mine that comes. We have one friend.
Rags?
This guy. No. This guy wants to hang out with us all the time. Wants to be part of the group.
Hold on a second. Slow the bus down. He's about to throw someone under it. Go ahead.
Wants to be part of the group. He's a great guy. We love him. Come into the group. You belong as part of us. You remember what I'm talking?
Is his name Scrat Rep?
It could be. So I was like, dude, this was, what was it? When did we roast the pig?
Oh, weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
Like, man, you gotta come. You welcome. Let me know. We'll save a bedroom for you. You gotta come up. Bring the missus. Come. It'll be so much fun. Yes?
I have a question. Did he pull his usual move, which is the day all this was planned? Was he in, and then retroactively, now he's out?
No.
Okay.
He said,
because that's his
move.
move.
This is a great idea. We'll talk. Texted him like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Ghosted.
No answer. Nothing. Rat Retrov, we're looking at you right now, buddy. How dare you?
I'm like, are you gonna come? No other friends are coming.
How-
Are you gonna come support me? If you don't know,
Oh yeah, tell the folks what you're doing.
I am one of the few contestants at Equilibrium's Holy Dog Day.
One of the
today.
few?
Yeah, there's not many.
How do you know?
They posted the other day that there were 16 people.
Oh, okay.
Me against 15 other people. I'm doing this is a huge dream of mine. I've always wanted to be in an eating contest. So I am going to go to Equilibrium for Holy Dog Day, and I'm going to be part of the hot dog eating contest.
That's pretty cool.
So is this why you're sacrificing the carbs now?
I'm really excited. It's going to be a lot of buns.
Are there rolls included?
I'm going to be munching buns like there's no tomorrow.
Well, yesterday you were face deep in balls.
Yep.
This weekend you're going to be munching buns.
Yep.
No wonder you're losing all this weight.
So we'll see. Hopefully,
He's burning calories like a furnace.
last year I was supposed to be in it. I got COVID, couldn't go. So this year I'm back in, and
The redemption.
the guy who won last year, this is breaking my heart, man. 8 hot dogs.
Did you say 8?
8.
What's the time limit?
8.
What's the time limit?
I don't know. It was either 10 or 15 or something. Like, come on.
Do you have a strategy? Are you working on that gag reflex?
Oh, he can suck down a whole dog without chewing. He just
yeah.
he just throats that bad boy. Damn you, Nate, for making me say that. A serious follow-up question to that is, have you ever sat down and just ate hot dogs till you couldn't eat anymore? Do you have an idea of what your ceiling is?
I've only ever eaten 2 hot dogs at a time in my life.
Oh no. Because you're
but
going to
I
walk
don't-
in there, and you're a large individual. Everybody's going to turn and go, uh-oh.
So here's
You have to be able to back that up, Tom.
Right, I know. There's my strategy. I'm gonna sandbag it a little. I'm gonna go slow. I'm gonna eat a couple. I'm gonna watch people. Right?
Strategy.
No, see, this isn't I never get full. So this is.
Yeah,
this
I'm
is,
like the Hulk, except
This is
I never get full.
So I've never maybe
Did you
3 times in my
see
life.
Nate's comment on your strategy?
That is part of it. Maybe like 3 times in my life I've been like, oh, I'm too full, I gotta stop. But so I'm gonna watch, I'm gonna observe, but I'm gonna keep eating at a steady pace, and then I'm gonna see. Then I'll eat fast and act like I'm done, and people will slow down. But I don't get full, so as they slow down, I'll start destroying them.
But if you only have 10 minutes,
I forgot.
that's an awful lot to pack
They
into 10
haven't
minutes.
said what the rules are yet. I don't know what the new rules are this year, so I'll find out when I get there. I'm gonna be okay. I'm going for this. It is a whole bunch of BA stouts as the prize, and a gift card. So I think I'm good. I have a motivator here,
Oh, I know you do. I'm just saying,
and I don't want to fail at my first ever attempt.
I wish you the best of luck. I feel like it's a very flawed strategy. I think you should go in there and just shove hot dogs in your mouth till you can't move.
Sounds like a good plan too. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Maybe I get stage fright and can't choke down those dogs.
I can't go.
I just can't choke these dogs down.
Could you do me a favor and not look at me while I'm eating these?
My throat won't open up like it used to. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yes, wing bowl. Always dreamed of it. I when I order a dozen wings, I taste the first one, and if it's a really good wing, I'll savor them. But if it's like a standard wing, I just time myself and see how many I can eat. How fast I can eat a dozen, as fast as I possibly can, because it's a fun thing.
I'm not a big eater. I've topped out at 16 wings. That's as many as I can
do. That's my sport. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens on Saturday. Come out to Equilibrium and support me. We're gonna have a great day.
It should be fun.
You can stay up at the lake, and we're gonna have a wonderful weekend.
The
up
entire audience has been invited over to Tom's
Yeah.
house this weekend, up at the lake.
because Schmatt's not coming,
Oh no! Oh no!
or at least has been ghosting me. So no,
Oh, I thought you meant the other Matt.
he is not coming. He can't make it. He has other commitments that he can't come to.
Does he?
Yes, he definitely does. Yep.
He's got
Commitments.
rebuild the dike.
Commitments. Okay. Let's go.
Pinocchio's got
For the
commitments.
next beer.
Yes, please open it.
All right, we're going for a 2001 Whole Hog Pumpkin Ale. This was the surprise winner.
Surprise
last
winner.
year.
Surprise
We
winner.
picked it off a shelf knowing nothing about it, and it was phenomenal.
Schlafly held up amazingly well.
I was hesitant to put the ratings on tonight on the
Yes.
list of the
Yes.
beers because these are fresh ratings.
Yes.
They're not a year old.
Yes.
So we're kind of asking a lot of these beers to last for a year.
Sure
They're
are.
not high alcohol. They have been cellared, but not in the full cold.
Correct.
You know, in the summertime, it gets a little warm in there. Oh, got to do a pour. Whoops, almost did it without a pour. We'll turn to that one for this pour. Let's see how this one goes. It sounded beautiful. Colors look good.
I was not paying attention, but I noticed when you popped the
Carbonation looks
Schlafly,
nice.
we had the nice off-gassing when you poured it. Looks like I got some head going on here.
Oh, another beautiful, beautiful smell.
Yeah, the nose on this. The nose on this is a little sweeter, and I get more cinnamon this time.
And less brown sugar.
Yeah.
And clove.
The taste doesn't back up the nose.
But I love it. I love the crispy cinnamon lightness. The potency has dropped a touch. It is not as potent flavor as it was last year, but this is a beautiful beer.
Yes.
This is almost like a light winter warmer with that cinnamon.
It's not bad, but I felt like the nose was promising me more than the taste is delivering.
Okay.
It's nice. Although, if I were to rate these two this year, I prefer the Schlafly to the Whole
Yeah.
Hog.
Yeah.
It held up better.
It did. But, I mean, it's unfair of us to ask for it to hold up for a year. But it did. So, Schlafly, you hold up for a year. Well done.
This is nice.
This is really good, though.
I'm happy you curated the show this way because I didn't get enough pumpkin this year. For some reason, I just didn't.
Well, I haven't had any. So, I was like, I've got it. The only one I had is
Well Crafted.
Well Crafted. Absolutely. I love their pumpkin.
Shout out to our
so
friends at Well
much.
Crafted. We love you.
Man, you guys, you make the most beautiful beer. It's such a fun time. We went over there after the win, after the Top of the Hops. We went over there and had a couple beers, and it was so nice. We were hanging out outside. It was really fun.
Yeah. Speaking of hanging out and having fun, may I take a moment to highlight two huge events we've got coming up?
We have 2 huge events coming up.
We've got 2 huge events coming up.
Do tell.
Are you familiar with the Friday that's of a darkish color that happens after Thanksgiving?
Yes.
So
Stout Friday.
that day, now there's 3 kinds of people in the world. One of these kinds of people goes to the early share at Free Will, rolls over to Imprint for the U.S.-England soccer game, and stays for the 7 Deadly Sins stout release.
Okay.
I don't have a name for them, but I think they're psychopaths, and I admire them. They're fantastic people.
Okay.
A second type of person will just roll into Imprint. 2 o'clock is the soccer game. They're open at 12 that day, and they're doing the stout release of 7 Deadly Sins, which I kind of feel like it's our baby. We
named it last year.
We had a lot to do with that particular series. Go ahead, take it over.
Maddie Lasers acquired the bottles for us. So we had someone else acquire the bottles, but was it the week before?
Yeah.
The week before.
I might have been more than the week before because
Week or 2.
no. Are you talking about the whole process we went through where we took the lists and we were writing stuff down?
It was upstairs.
That was much earlier.
Okay, so we got our hands on pre-release bottles, and they weren't named or anything. And we got a chance to secretly taste them all, and we all rated them. We set up a system and we rated them all, and we went through all 7 of the last year's stouts, and there were 2 that were just the best. I hope they're coming back.
You're talking about the post-process. Go ahead, talk about that. I'm going to go back and talk about the pre-process. Go ahead.
Oh, even before that.
Do you remember? Okay, go ahead.
So it was cool. A bunch of us got together and we all got to taste them all beforehand. And we're like, well, I need to make my list. I need 5 of that bottle. I need 2 of that bottle. And that was really fun. And that's when at that time is when we came up with the name, the 7 Deadly Sins. That's when we were playing with it. Yeah, that was what. Yeah. All right, you go ahead. You tell your version.
Yes, so early on, if you're not familiar with the 7 deadly sins, biblical reference,
The date, November 25th.
Friday after Black Friday,
Yeah.
day after Thanksgiving.
Okay, now I can do that.
I was like, 5 what? 5 what's he talking about?
Yeah, I was just confused. Yeah, high five. Yeah, good job, buddy. Yeah, the 7 deadly sins from biblical reference. And what we tried to do is we made a list and we said, lust. What would lust taste like? Gluttony. What would gluttony taste like?
Oh, that's right.
Do you remember doing
yes,
that?
Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah, so we broke down the 7 deadly sins and we said, what should go in this beer?
Each one of those, what
So,
flavors should be in there?
At the end of the day, it was really cool because we had a really cool session one night. We wrote down all these flavor notes. We turned them over to the brewery. I'm not saying they made the beers we gave them, but I am saying it was a fun night and it was a great process to go through. And I'm pretty sure some of our ideas made it into bottles that
Oh,
night.
they definitely did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a great night. So we did that pre-session and then we did the post-session.
And we did the
Tom
post-session.
referenced, and it was just an overall fantastic process. If you like barrel-aged stouts, you definitely want to be hanging out with us. Another Low X Army exclusive. I'll get us a table at the brewery and we'll be hanging out, having fun that day.
I'm working on it.
You working on it?
I'm working on it.
Oh, the lake.
No, not the lake. We take turns going to different families for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And depending on where we are at that time, I can make it or I can't make it.
Oh.
And we haven't got that ironed out yet.
Gotcha.
So I'm working on it. I want to be there in the worst way.
Didn't you?
We'll see what happens.
Were you at Free Will with us?
Last year?
I didn't go last year. 2 years
Yeah.
ago. No.
2 years ago, I believe so, yes.
We ended up back here, didn't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Black Friday's an
Hopefully-
amazing, wonderful day,
hopefully.
and I'm not even referencing like this has completely taken over my old Black Friday tradition, which was going to Capone's, because Black Friday at Capone's is a wondrous thing too. There's so many great things happening that day.
See, the hard part for me is I love to Black Friday shop, so that also gets in the way. I do quite a bit of shopping. Well, you can do it on your phone, but you can't do it all on your phone, man. Some of the best deals are in person. You gotta sometimes tackle Nana to get the best deal, and I'm all for it.
Make her
Just
drop her taters?
tackling Nana. That's right. Yeah. I've done it before, and I'll do it again, bitch.
Well, I don't
Get
shop.
hands off my Voltron doll.
I drink.
Whatever I'm like.
I will be drinking Black Friday. So come join me. Mark it on your calendar as a possible. And then
Yes.
And then the penultimate, the most magical day of the year, especially in the Low Expectations universe, the Kringley Crawl. The Kringle Crawl is coming up December 10th. We fully expect to have all of the participants on board, all the stops we made last year, plus Rebel Hill just opened up downtown, so we're going to try and add them, and maybe one or two other special things.
Yeah,
going
we're
on.
looking into a friend that hopefully we can get another spot in. We'll see what happens.
Yep.
We'll talk to the people if they will have us back again. We'll go back there. There's one or two stops that may not have us back again. We may have had a little too much fun there, but we'll see what happens if they want us back. We had a wonderful time, and it's only going to get better.
So right now we
Special
have
guests?
19 confirmed people coming, 16 maybes, or maybe it's reverse, 16, 19, 19, 16. However, a vague idea of a mob of 20 of us were rolling around last year. I would really love to hit the number of 30 this year. I would love to have 30 just ridiculous hooligans bouncing around Phoenixville, listening to Mariah Carey on loop, just ripping Phoenixville apart and having a good time. So that's my goal. I need 30 of you.
Yeah.
I need 30 of you.
It'll be fun. It'll be a really good time. And I know we're going to have more people than last year because people who didn't make it heard about it and were like, dude, I can't miss this. I can't miss those shenanigans that happened. It couldn't have been better.
It was a fun time.
Yeah. We lost people.
We did.
We found people.
We did.
It was just,
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
we gave away the prize to the ho-ho-hoiest person that was there with us. Then.
We were just flinging prizes left and right into
That
the
was,
crowd.
yeah, we're working on another beer. Hopefully we can get that done in time.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
And then I'm working. I have a couple ideas for some Kringle swag. I got to get that up posted to the site. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
I
get that up
I
quick.
feel like we need a shirt.
I do believe there is a video out there so people can see what they're in for.
It's an amazing video.
I think Nate from In the Mix just said he will be referencing and posting a link to the video in the description of this video so that you can see what you missed out on or revisit what you participated in last year.
And if you're bored, or if you want something great to do and you're not bored at all, on Friday night, go to Phoenixville last Fridays, right?
Oh,
First Friday.
First Friday.
plug it.
Phoenixville first Friday.
It's actually the opposite of last Friday.
It's first. Whatever is coming up soon. First
This Friday.
in Phoenixville. Where are you going to be?
Plug away, buddy.
Right across from Molly McGuire's at the parking lot, corner of Bridge and Main Street. We'll be outside and, yeah, come enjoy.
Main stage.
5:30 to 8 o'clock.
It is going to be incredible weather.
Yeah, that's Nate's band, Go Commando, who are fantastic. You should definitely go check them out on Friday if you have the opportunity. They're wonderful. And great weather night, I believe.
Yeah, fall 60s. It's going to be beautiful. Beautiful weather.
Yeah.
Get out there. I know you've been watching the foosball all week. Get out there and see some live music happen. Go have some fun. What?
Oh, foosball. I was looking for it.
Oh. The ball game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stop watching so many ball games.
the net, the ball, all that
Right.
stuff.
Yeah. Get out there. Listen to some live music. Is it time for number 3 yet?
It is time for number 3.
Okay, because we have to wrap this up. Oh, we're doing pretty good.
We're
I
great.
definitely don't want to go past the 8 o'clock. We got to let people have time to run to the bathroom.
Yes.
Get ready for it. Like, this is our pre-game return.
Brett's got to go gather up his free reign nachos.
Free range.
Yeah,
nachos.
they're all over the place, dude.
Oh. They graze in the backyard?
They are.
Where the dog poops?
Yep.
Oh, that's going to be good. It's not going to be good nachos.
He's not a picky guy.
Okay. So, our third beer of the night is a complete surprise.
I have no idea what it
Has
is.
no idea what this thing is. So, when I got back from my... Grab that. From our glorious victory, when I got back home, the next day, I realized there was still some beer in the keg.
How is that even possible?
Yeah. So, I hooked that puppy up in the kitchen, and I sanitized a bunch of bottles and started bottling.
That's amazing.
I had a problem, though.
Oh, no.
They were low fill because the amount of carbonation was beautiful, and I didn't have the right bottle fill wand connected to the tap. So I had low fill bottles. They were only coming up to the shoulder of the bottle.
fill wand.
So they didn't connect properly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't. Didn't do the right thing. I do have a bottle wand, but I just wasn't doing it. So anyway, I wasn't sure what to do with these low fills. And B said, "Can I have some?" I'm like, yeah, sure, but they're low fills. I don't know how good they're going to be. And then it hit me.
What hit you?
An idea.
Do tell.
I took, my low budget, crappy way of barrel aging beers, and I started 2 different barrels. I used charred American oak for both barrels. And one of the barrels, the charred oak spent some time in Kraken spiced rum.
Yes.
Those are not ready yet.
Okay.
And then a couple of the oak, a little bit of the oak wood spent some time in my favorite bourbon, Colonel E.H. Taylor small batch. So
Wait a second.
what we have here,
Are you telling me? Go ahead. Tell them.
we have a poorly barrel-aged version.
A low X barrel aged.
Yes. So this was a low-fill bottle, capped and set aside for a week before I got the idea to get some oak soaked in E.H. Taylor. So I soaked oak in E.H. Taylor for 2 weeks, and then I added a few of the oak cubes and a little touch of the E.H. Taylor, that super disgustingly oaky, strong flavored E.H. Taylor, with a pipette into this.
So I have a point of clarification for the folks at home
Yes.
who may have no idea what you're talking about. You grab some oak staves.
Oak cubes. I prefer oak cubes.
You age.
More charred surface.
You age them in the E.H. Taylor. You soak them.
Basically, yep.
And then you age the beer on the soaked cubes.
Correct.
I'm just walking people through the process so they understand what
Yeah.
happened.
So this is absolutely not the proper way to do this. There are little cubes inside this beer. As we pour it, we may get little cubes coming out. They may get stuck in the neck. I don't know.
It's kind of like playing Cubert.
We did this. This is the wrong way to do it. I've barrel aged many beers and had some of the best results ever. This one is just rigged.
Doesn't matter.
We're going to give it a shot, though. This is an E.H. Taylor barrel aged
Nana's Taters. Let's do it.
Okay. Here we go. And there is the beautiful Nana's Taters, Gary Larson.
And I just want to give Tom some props for his amazing homage to Gary Larson.
That is not a Gary Larson comic. That is 40 different Gary Larson comics all photoshopped together by me. So that's a ketchup bottle that looked like a stout bottle. And then everything else, like the Nana's Specials Taters, the bar had a greasy chef behind it. Like it was like 10 different things all put back together.
But like Voltron,
it worked out great. It's exactly what we wanted. So here we go with the pour. Not sure what it's going to be like. And for this momentous occasion, I have one of the best glasses ever created.
All making sense now.
This is why you couldn't use this.
I understand now.
This guy, his name is Adam Hicks. He makes custom openers.
Yes, I'm familiar with him.
Yeah. He is a fan of this movie that I am also a fan of. And he had these custom glasses made for himself. Mm-hmm. And I messaged him and said, "Where did you get that glass? That is amazing." And he said, "You're going to own one too." And he sent it to me in the mail for free. Just, you need to own this glass.
Because he also is an amazing human being, by the way.
Yes. So Adam Hicks, you are a bullshit artist. Bullshit artist. You're a bullshit artist. If you don't know, folks, if you've never seen the movie The Greasy Strangler,
oh, Jesus
you
Christ.
need to see this beautiful film. It is the most amazing movie you will ever see in your life.
I feel compelled to let the audience know
Is a custom
that
made
you are a bullshit artist.
Greasy Strangler.
I feel like I should flash a warning underneath.
Don't do it.
If you're a fan of comedies, you should watch The Greasy Strangler. If you're a fan of adventure and action, you should watch The Greasy Strangler. If you're a fan of any kind of movie ever made, you need to watch The Greasy Strangler.
We need a disclaimer now.
God, I love this movie, and this is the greatest class.
The views Tom express aren't necessarily views of Low Expectations podcast.
All right, I'm gonna try to turn.
If you sue us, no reasonable person would believe what Tom says.
So here we go. Let's see. Carbonation is definitely going to be an issue in my opinion. It actually doesn't look bad. We've got something coming up here. It doesn't look too bad. The viscosity looks right. Body's not bad. Color. Dark is dark. Not as dark as it could be, but
still smells delicious, buddy.
All right, folks. Let's see. Let's see if this bullshit artist can pull this off.
Oh, I get bourbon, sir.
Needs a little more though. I think. I want a little more bourbon in there.
I'm sad about the carb. The carb's gone.
That's the low bottle fill. That's what's going to happen. Mm-hmm.
The taste is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised there aren't fumes coming. It's you think it needs more bourbon?
Oh, is it too much for you?
It's not too much for me, but I think it's there.
Did I get it right?
It's there.
I was winging that.
In the nose, you definitely get the bourbon, and I get it on my palate as well.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's better with bourbon.
So do we do a barrel-aged Nana's Taters next year? By the way, this is the belt we won as champions for Pro-Am Top of the Hops. My favorite part about the entire day was that my boss at Imprint had to get up on microphone and say that we won, even though he didn't want to. In fact, I think he called the people peasants without taste.
You people have horrible palates. It's disgusting, I think were the words he said.
To us.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. We appreciate your comments, and we will work harder to disappoint you next year.
Count on it.
I think that is, besides missing some carb, that flavor is better than the original Anastasia.
If that had carb, that would be scrumptious.
Wait until you try it with a spiced rum.
I can't wait.
I think the spiced rum is going to really set it off.
Will you drink at Equilibrium Brewery this weekend?
I will not drink before the contest.
Good idea.
Refuse.
Understood.
I was thinking when I got there, I might chug like 3/4 of a gallon of water. If I have like 3 hours before the contest, stretch the stomach out a little, give it a little flex there. Then, I'll pee all that water out. That'll be gone in an hour. Then I'll be ready for the competition.
What do you win?
It's a huge set of all the barrel-aged stouts that are coming out, I think, for the year, and a gift card. It's a big prize, and it's a prize that's right up my alley.
They should have a belt.
Yeah, you know what? I'd rather have stouts and a gift card. Belts are okay, but that thing's just going to sit on...
It's got to go in the...
Yeah, we'll have to find some way to put it up there. But stouts, BA stouts and a gift card? Come on. Plus, the Lads Day, which is the Life After Death Star Day, we are missing it this year because the Valley Forge Beer Festival in Oaks takes place that day, which is buy one, get one free right now. It's one session, $25 a ticket.
What's the
Get yourself
controversy
there.
with the sessions? I've been watching a lot of chatter on
Okay,
this.
so they're going from 2 sessions, which the session that we normally go to, the morning session, is pretty full. And there's some significant lines. They're going to 1 session, which means all the people from 2 sessions are going to get squeezed into 1, doubling the size of lines, theoretically. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
So it also could be good because they're going to need, like last year they had a huge volunteer problem. So they didn't have people pouring. They had a lot of beers that they couldn't pour because they didn't have a volunteer. So now you're going to squeeze double the volunteers into 1 session. So then that means that you're going to have more people pouring. So it could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. We're going to try it. We'll wait.
Can you tell the kids what the date is on that?
No.
Okay.
4th, 3rd, 2nd.
4th, 3rd, 2nd?
I'm
They're
gonna
all
look it up.
numbers.
I'll look it up right now while
They're
you
all
fill time.
numbers. Okay, so reason I asked was because I don't
3rd.
have... December 3rd?
4th, 3rd, 2nd. I was right.
December 3rd?
Yeah, December 3rd. Saturday, December 3rd. The week before Kringle Crawl.
Okay. If you had to rate this festival just on the beer provided on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being Jesus, I want my money back, to 5 being fantastic, where is this at? Be honest.
I can't give you
You went last
just
year.
on the beer provided. Because we had an amazing group of Low X people there that made it so ridiculously fun. We had such a great time. There was like 40 of us there. Do you
Give me
remember that?
No, I wasn't there.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Give
Do
me-
you remember how many people there? Like all the pictures and stuff?
Give me an overall rating
4 out of 5.
and then give me a beer rating.
4 out of 5, maybe 5 out of 5 overall, because the event was so fun. We all had a great time. Got to see a ton of people. There were beers. It's like, you know that brewery you go to where you're like, let's go. The beers are going to be okay, but there's going to be one that I can drink all night. Do you know that brewery?
I do know that brewery.
This place, there was like 3 beers that you could drink all day. So other people had other favorites, but I would go, once I had tasted a bunch, it was bounce between the 3. And be like, which one's got the shorter line? I guess I'm getting one of those. And you would
Okey-doke.
just bounce with. And it was a great time because you were just with other people the whole time. Everywhere we walked, you ran into another Low Xer. So you
I
were
think-
just talking with people and
I
laughing.
think I might need a ticket. I might have to look that up.
It's absolutely worth it.
Okay.
For the $25,
Oh,
you will
yeah.
get more than your money's worth, and you will have a really great time. It's
Okey-doke.
just goofy fun. The costume contest is fun. The sweater contest, whatever you want to call it. It's all just super fun.
Should I put up a event?
You should. December 3rd. We should
December
do that.
3rd. All right.
Another designated drinking event.
Sounds good. I'm exhausted. I'm not in
Or not.
I'm not in show shape.
Nope, not at all. And I haven't. This beer, man. Whew,
I've got no games.
I had like.
I've got no trivia.
6
I've got
ounces?
no news. I've got nothing.
We shared a lot of information.
We did share a lot of information. In case you missed that information, you're watching us on YouTube. You should like, subscribe, and comment because that helps us. You should also go to the Facebook page, Low Expectations. It's where we communicate all of our fun stuff, and I post tons of stupid shit on that page.
And tell your friends.
Yeah, bring them to the party. Yeah. Finally, we don't Instagram a lot, but give us a follow at @AimLowest. And really, if you're enjoying the show, watching the show, like this whole thing, and you haven't been to any of our live designated drinking events, you should, because that's literally the most fun part of this thing. We have a core group of about 15 to 20 people who come out to almost everything, and it's fantastic. And you're all welcome. Just don't worry about it. Come on out, and you will be part of the family. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
All right. If I was rating beers tonight,
You're about to.
Schlafly, number 1.
Okay.
BA Taters, number 2.
Okay.
And Whole Hog, number 3. Those are my ratings. 1, 2, 3. Thoughts?
I don't know. So the Schlafly and the BA Taters, pretty close. But I think I can do better with the Taters, so I'm going to give that second spot also. I'll go with your exact numbers.
The Taters is fantastic, and I really would like to recreate this with correct carbonation next year. And I think that beer will be not only good, I think it'll be amazing.
Yeah, proper carbonation. And I knew that was going to be the issue.
The flavor profile on this is fantastic. You and Dylan knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, low fills and filling from a keg tap. It's you're bound to have that issue. I knew that was going to be a problem, but
is what it is.
Yep, it's a fun experiment.
Well, I would toast Tom's glass, but it's empty, and that's bad luck. So I would like to say to you, what do you want?
BA Taters.
Taters it is.
There we go.
Cheers. Welcome back to Season 3. We will be back again in 2 weeks where we will have all kinds of fun stuff to talk about and do. We appreciate you guys tuning in, joining us, and cheers to Low Expectations.
Just one final thought before you go. Cheers on that. When you're watching the baseball game tonight, the way they used to give signals, now they give it on their knee. I'm pretty sure they used to give signals, like down low.
They did do some dangling. They did do some dangling.
I think it was to distract the other players. They were wiggling their fingers in front of their balls like catfishing. Like, look at my balls. Look at my balls.
You mean they were noodling?
I think that's what it was.
Nate, thoughts?
Go Sports.
On that
Think
note,
of that while you're watching the game, folks.
noodling and go sports. What more can you ask for from Low Expectations? Cheers, everybody.
Have a great
week.
night.